Alright, we got Lucci, and there's something I want you to understand. That cooldown reduction speed is inferior to cooldown reduction time. So with that being said, I want to give you an analogy. So there's a wall. You have two weapons in order to break down the wall. You have a pickaxe that has a cooldown reduction time of 50%. So instead of breaking down the wall in 48 seconds, you're going to break it down in 24 seconds. And then you have a little machine that every time you hit the wall, you're going to break it down by a percentage of how much there is of the wall. So the thing is, that little weapon that you have is going to be able to break down the wall faster because it's breaking the wall by a percentage. So every time you hit the wall, 5% of the wall is gone, and it just continually stacks on itself. While the cooldown reduction speed is just the overall time itself that's reduced. So that stuff right there is consistent, while the little weapon is just breaking the object faster. It's just stacking onto itself. Just think about it like that. Cooldown reduction time of something that's stacking on itself by doing a certain action, while cooldown reduction speed is just something that's consistent. It's just constant. If you think of it like that, then you understand why cooldown reduction time is better than cooldown reduction speed. Alright, so far I was building up Lucci crit. So as soon as his crit was fully built up, I used the skill 1. Watch. Use the skill 1. Look at that. The skill is already back up because the cooldown reduction time just popped off every time I was doing a crit. It was just doing it by 5%. So just think of it like that. It just stacks onto each other. Use the skill, bang, the skill's already back up again. And that's just easy. While the cooldown reduction speed is just very slow because it's consistent. It doesn't continually increases or stack on top of each other. Alright, that was my first game. And then this one, I did this whole thing in 1 hour and around like 40 minutes. And plus I'm using the defense build on CP9 Lucci. If I was using the attack build, I could have probably did it in like 1 hour and 10 minutes or so. Way faster. That just shows how good the character is for boss battle. And the medal set I'm running with him, it would be very good for league battle as well. Even though he doesn't share a lot of tags, the skill cooldown is very good. Especially if you build up his crit. That's all you need to do. Build up the crit first and start going in with the skill 1. The skill is coming back in less than 5 seconds of using the skill. That's just the power of the cooldown reduction time. So you always want to use medals that does a specific action and it increase the cooldown reduction time. Right, so I died. So I was like, let me switch into category for a little bit. I wanted to wait up, but I was like, nah, man. Because 10 seconds is a long time in boss battle. Or this type of challenge battle. Every little second counts. Because that's some damage you could be doing. Alright, nice, doing a little bit of damage here. At this point I wanted to die because I wasn't doing too much damage because it's a blue character. So I put myself right in front of the opponent so they could try to attack me. Use a skill, bang, use some normal attacks. There we go, I'm dead. Alright, so I switched back into Lucci. And whenever you're doing boss battle, you definitely want to capture the treasure first. That's the only way you're going to be doing a lot more damage. Because without the treasure captured, it just takes too long to defeat the opponent. Look at that, man. That skill rearing up quick as ever. That's what we talking about. Oh yeah, and definitely shout out to the viewer for recommending me doing this. Otherwise, I definitely would have done this boss battle at all. Because ever since they bring out Boost 3, I haven't been doing any of the challenge battles at all, man. So I definitely want to thank him for making this easy for me. Right, then we wail on Katakuri. Nice, break his guard. I think there was one point when I see a video of someone saying defenders break their guard easier. I think that's what I saw at one point. This was a long time ago. I forgot who was the one that put out a video like that. Alright, I hope that did help you out a lot. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video with a Kaido gameplay.